Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. Jan Michael here, coming at you with some more delicious Oscar predictions. Choo choo! Open up for the Oscar train! Oh, there's still segregation on that train. Anyways, let's talk about some predictions. This time for August of 2022. Best Picture. And now, we'll talk about the elephant in the room in just a minute, okay? Let's just go in order here, all right, cool, chill. All right, Best Picture. So my number one right now is Everything Everywhere All at Once. And you may find that odd because Babylon is everybody's number one, right? Right? And I understand why. I mean, it is Damien Chazelle. He's 3 for 3 at the Oscars. This is going back to the whole circle jerk production. The early buzzword is that it's a masterpiece. There should be no reason why this shouldn't be number one. But on my end, I think it still needs to prove itself, right? We don't even have a trailer to gush over yet. We just got our imaginations, and our imaginations sometimes make grandiose expectations that don't deliver. So I'm sure it's going to be a fantastic film, and I may even like it better. But until I see something from it, I'm just not ready to put it at that number one spot yet. Because what has proven itself is Everything Everywhere All at Once, which continues to do really goddamn good. And I freaking love. I think so many people really love this film. I don't know if the momentum is going to carry it all the way to the end, especially because if you're looking at this list, there's a lot of stuff that still hasn't come out. So will the momentum stick? I don't know. But for now it is, so it's my number one. All right. Now, number three, I got The Fabelmans. I mean, you've heard this a million fucking times, and you're going to hear it a million times more. This is basically Steven Spielberg's Belfast. It's him telling the story of his childhood, how he fell in love with films, all that stuff. So why the hell wouldn't he be bringing his A game when telling such a personal tale? And keep in mind, even when he's not bringing his A game, his films do still typically get into the Oscars. So I'm pretty sure he's going to be bringing his A game, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be a contender. But hey, we'll know soon enough. I do believe it's making its premiere at TIFF. So yeah, not much longer till we know the results there. Now, Killers of the Flower Moon. Holy shit! It's been a wild week and a half now? I don't know. I got to tell you this story just because it's fucking blowing my mind right now. And I'm gonna jump all the way to last year. The film finished in October of last year. Finished filming, and I do believe at the time they had a 2023 release date set for it. But then a little something at the Oscars happened. Yeah, you might not have heard of this, but there was a little bit of an altercation between one Will Smith and slapping the shit out of Chris Rock. Yeah, it's not important. What you do need to know about that is that Apple was like, oh shit, we got a film with Will Smith coming out soon. Probably best to push that shit back. And made the decision that maybe we can get Killers of the Flower Moon this year and push back Will Smith Emancipation the following year. So we had a December release date for Killers of the Flower Moon. But then we got a news article. And the news article said that Apple actually does not plan on doing that. It actually plans to release Killers of the Flower Moon next year and premiere it at Cannes. They want to give it a full theatrical run, all the bells and whistles of it all. Well, okay, cool, fine. Man, everybody jumped in on that story. Like, fucking everybody. You Google Killers of the Flower Moon right now, first thing that pops up, 2023. And all the news headlines saying, oh, it's confirmed, 2023, so on and so forth, and all that stuff. Well, awesome. Except Apple hasn't said that. At least, not yet. In fact, if you go onto Apple's website and look up Killers of the Flower Moon, it still says coming soon. No release date confirmed anywhere. And so there's other people who say they have their inside source at Apple saying, no, it is still set to come out in December. And not only that, but there's a trailer that's pretty much finalized and is about to come out. So, what to do with that information? Well, here's the thing. Anytime that any of these news sources have reached out to Apple, they've had no comment, which makes me think one of two things. One, they have decided to push it back. Usually when they're quiet like that, it's because they don't really want to admit it right away. They're waiting for maybe the right time to say it. And so if there is a trailer coming, I feel as soon as we get that trailer, that's probably where we're going to know the truth. Probably. The second thing that crosses my mind that they haven't said anything yet is because they still haven't decided. It's still in the editing process, and Martin Scorsese has given his editor ample time to edit the film. I think free reign as long as that person needs it. So for all we know, yeah, it could take such a long time that it just has to get pushed back. I think it's also worth noting that I do believe, and correct me if I'm wrong here, that it has been said it's coming out in Italy in January. If that's the case, it would make sense for the film to release in December over here. So a lot of shit to keep in mind. So what to do? Do I follow everybody else and knock this one back? Just take it off of my predictions? Which would make it very interesting. It would give room for other films to kind of show up here. Or do I not follow the popular route right now and bet that it is going to come out this year and then look foolish when it doesn't? I think I'm just going to keep it in for now, because truth of the matter is nobody knows when it's coming out. Nobody. Apple knows, and they haven't told us. So until they tell us, nobody fucking knows. So yeah, I'm going to take a risk. Though knowing my luck, as I'm editing this, they're going to come out with the news that, hey, yeah, it has been moved to next year. So sorry, future editing Jan. Are you tearing your hair out? Are you like, oh, fuck, all of that work for nothing? Probably. Hey, if I end up being wrong, just shift everything up one, then we'll be fine. Anyway, rounding up my top 5, I have Bardo, which also has a very interesting tale around it. But one that's also a little bit odd, so I've heard for a few months now that there have been reports that there has been some bad things happening during the production of Bardo, such as people dying due to lack of COVID regulations. Now, I did some research. Some would say nearly not enough research, because honestly I'm bad at that. That's not a joke, I suck at research, but no. I tried to look up this information and I can't find anything on it. If someone has died, or if a bunch of people died, you think it would be more present in the news source? There had to have been something on it, right? Is it being covered up? I don't know. The only thing I have found are forums, where people have been discussing about what might have happened and the rumors surrounding it. And the major consensus on these forums that I found anyway is that while Alejandro does tend to push his actors and their extras very hard, a lot of those people still felt very satisfied with the process and were very happy with the end results. Don't get me wrong, there have been reports of him being an asshole and they wishing he got fired and so on and so forth, but major consensus is that he's tough, but a good amount of tough. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see if this really comes to light. And if you guys know, please let me know in the comments below if you can link your source, anything like that. That'd be very interesting to read up on, because I could see something like that coming to light, getting used against it, and then it not fucking showing up at the Oscars at all. Nor should it be allowed to if that ended up being the case. I mean, I almost think of Licorice Pizza, where it had that whole racist thing going on, and then what ended up happening? It only got picture and it got screenplay, original screenplay, I believe. So yeah, I could definitely see that happening here. Although again, it's people dying, so, you know, probably shouldn't even qualify at that point. You know, maybe, I don't know. All right, let's move on to my next 5 here. I have The Son, which obviously a lot of people are really looking forward to, especially after The Father. And I actually find it kind of funny because I always see reactions to films that are sad or have like a tragic ending, and the comments on those are usually like, why the fuck do I want to see a movie that's going to make me sad? And so on and so forth, so you see it downvoted a lot, but that doesn't seem to have been the case with The Father. I think a very good amount of people really liked it. They liked the hurt. And so I think a lot of people are looking towards The Son and seeing if they could get that same hurt back. So yeah, looking forward to it. Obviously, I know I can just look up the whole story and what's gonna happen. It's a place you can just do that, but I don't want to do that. I want to watch the film, not knowing anything about it. So there's that. Then I have Tar. This is Todd Field's new film. I mentioned this in one of my previous videos, but it too is coincidence showing up at the Oscars. 3 is a pattern. So if this one shows up, I really think he's somebody to really keep your eyes out for. I don't know if this is going to be the one that like blows him up. But yeah, if he does make it, I think we could see someone who is going to have more of a presence at the Oscar and be a serious contender in the future, depending on how this one goes. So there you go. Following that one, I have 2 films in one slot. Because to me, these feel like the exact same movie. No, not because I'm sexist, you assholes. Honestly, I think it's because the titles are almost the same thing. She Said, Women Talking, almost sounds like the same thing, right? And also, in keeping with the theme of today's video, this also comes with an interesting story behind it. A lot of people, I heard, if you will, that She Said really wasn't going to be that Oscar player. You know, it's kind of not as, it's not going to be as prevalent as Women Talking. Women Talking's really going to be the powerhouse film, the one that's a serious contender. And so a lot of people definitely had Women Talking above. And then all of a sudden, the early buzzword from people who I guess got like a sneak peek at it or got to see an early product have said, it's actually not as good as we wanted it to be. So maybe now She Said is the superior product. But you just said She Said isn't going to be that good, so what the fuck am I supposed to do with that? For now, I'm just placing them both on the exact same spot until I really hear the major consensus, because early buzzword doesn't mean fucking shit. I do see many times they're like, oh, it's fucking amazing, it's fucking great, and then the film comes out and you're underwhelmed. So, or in the case of The Power of the Dog last year, where the early screens are like, oh shit, that was terrible, it's gonna be a dud, and then it almost won Best Picture. So yeah, early buzzword don't mean shit to me. So there's that. Keeping them the same until I hear more concrete things about it. Anyway, following that one up, I have another spot that has 2 films in it. And again, because they feel like the same movie to me. No, not because I'm racist, you dumb fucks, but again, because a lot of the themes and elements do feel like they belong in the same film. Action, both take place in Africa, both have that culture at the center and really taking a look at that culture. So yeah, this film really can go hand in hand. And I know one's more of a gigantic Marvel property, the other one's probably definitely not going to have anywhere near that sort of budget, but I don't know, it'd be great to see both these films really get into the Oscars and show what they could do, but I think it being action, I think that might hurt its chances a little bit more. That's why I'm not placing them higher. But to be honest, I am more excited for these films than I am some of the other ones on here. So that's me personally. Rounding things off, I have Broker. A lot of people talking about Broker. And I mean a lot of people talking about Broker. And Song Kang-ho. I don't know if that's because they want this to be the film that really gets pushed into Best Picture, Best Director, if that's what they want it to go for, or if they're thinking, you know, it's now time for Song Kang-ho to win, so they're pushing the movie along with him, but it's enough that I've heard it so often that I'm placing it at my number 10 for now. I don't want another Drive My Car where I didn't have that shit anywhere near my list until the very end. So if I place it here and it shows up later on, I'll count that as a win for me. So director, again, let me just reiterate that if I am wrong about Killers of the Flower Moon coming out this year, just get rid of that spot. Move everything up one. So there you go. Just that's what I got for you. Number 1, Martin Scorsese. And again, I know most people have Damien Chazelle at number 1. They have Steven Spielberg at number 1. Why the fuck would I put Marty over any of those guys? And the truth of the matter is, I'm just looking at the history of Oscars and who's won. Damien won not that long ago for La La Land. Yeah, I didn't take Best Picture, but it did take Best Director there. So he's got one in the bag already. So maybe they're looking to give it to somebody else this time. Well, Steven Spielberg's got that passion project of his, so maybe he's in the running. Except he's got a couple in the bag as well. He's got more than a couple in the bag. So maybe they're not in a rush to give him another. Who is a fucking fantastic filmmaker, a legend, and only has one? Marty. Yeah. So, that being said, maybe they want to give him another one, you know, to kind of solidify how amazing he is. Just my train of thought. I could be wrong. Especially seeing how Killers of the Flower Moon ends up being as a product. So, but that's kind of my train of thought for it. And then, that being said, I think the Daniels, there's a lot of time new directors will come in, they'll do fucking masterpiece work, get their Oscar, and then just fucking disappear. I don't know if the Daniels are going to be one of those directors, but I feel it could happen there. And again, I mentioned this in one of my previous videos, it'd be cool to have another dual directors win the Oscar. We haven't seen that since the Coen brothers for No Country for Old Men. So that'd be pretty cool to see there as well. And then Alejandro G. Inarritu for Bardo. He gets nominated every single time he freaking makes a movie. So as long as that controversy isn't true and it doesn't come back to bite him, I could see him getting in. So that's what I got for you with those. For Best Actrice, my number one right now is Michelle Yeoh for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Again, going back to what I said, she's proven herself. She's fucking amazing. It'd be amazing for her to get the Oscar. But I know there's a lot of people that are placing others above her. The number one that I see, I think more often than not, is Margot Robbie for Babylon. And again, because of the early buzzword, that film being a masterpiece, I hear she's freaking amazing in the film. She goes fucking batshit crazy. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it. But until I see something, I need at least a trailer. I've got my imagination, and I just don't trust that shit. So there's that for you. Cate Blanchett for Tar, of course. Also, with Todd Fields, he makes films where his actors get nominated, so Cate Blanchett front and center here. So yeah, I think this is a good, safe pick here. I don't know if she'll go all the way to win, but I think it'll be a solid nomination. Olivia Colman for Empire of Light. She gets nominated almost every single year. You know, can make comparisons to Meryl Streep, all that stuff. I won't bore you with those details anymore. And then, yes, it is very ballsy of me, as someone pointed out. I'm going to place Ana de Armas at number 5. I know there's no fucking way whatsoever she's probably going to get nominated. Already what the trailer, some people have mentioned this, but the accent, the way she's speaking is just a little bit off. People already hating on the film, especially that NC-17 rating, so the Oscars are probably not going to touch it whatsoever. So there's that, but it's those type of things that I fucking love, where people are like turning their nose up at a film. That makes me want to watch it and really just judge the product as is. I gotta see the film, and if she blows me away, I'll be rooting for her. So that's what I have for you for Actrice. For Actor, Hugh Jackman. Yes, I'm gonna place him there for The Son. I really would like him to win an Oscar. I think he's a great actor. He's a great person, I hear. So I think it's one of those awards that you're like, oh man, just give it to him. It'll make you feel good. It's good for your soul. Just give him an Oscar. Looking forward to that one a lot. Colman Domingo for Rustin, which I hear, again, similar to Killers of the Flower Moon, there's a rumor that it may come out next year. That one definitely nowhere near as crazy as Killers is. So right now, I think if you look that one up, it still says 2022 when you Google it. So not putting too much stock into it just yet. So Colman, he's in for Rustin. Then I have Daniel Jimenez Gacho for Bardo. Alejandro does tend to get his actors nominated, so it'd be cool to see actors from Mexico getting nominated for this. And you know, it's always cool to see actors in in international roles, I should say, getting nominated. A way of the Academy recognizing performances that are not just in English, going, holy shit, that's quite a performance. It breaks barriers, it breaks the language barrier, all that shit. We need to nominate that person. So I love it when those things happen. So that's what I would really like to see with this actor. Song Kang-ho for Broker. Again, I was mentioning this, but a lot of people are really championing him this year. I think they're really taking notice of how great an actor he is. So I think they really want him to win, and Broker is the one that they're pushing him for. But I've also heard he doesn't do a lot in that film. Not that he's bad, but he just doesn't do enough to really warrant the Oscar nomination, let alone the win. So I haven't seen it myself. I'll make that decision once I do check it out. But for now, it's just what I've been hearing. And last of all, Austin Butler for Elvis. As I mentioned in my last video, I think he's right on the cusp, 5, 6, 7. You can kind of place him. Right now, I think it's still early enough. The film's still in theaters as of the recording of this video, so I think a lot of eyes are still on him, so I think it's good to place him here for now. But again, I think he could drop off as the year progresses. Supporting actress almost feels like a done deal already. I mean, you look at Michelle Williams for The Fabelmans, and you just think, oh yeah, that's your winner. This could easily, I could easily see this being the one that just sweeps, just fucking sweeps everywhere. Like she hasn't won one before. She's still young. She's in Steven Spielberg's film playing the mother character. You know he's gonna give her plenty to do. It just seems like your surefire bet. So yeah, I just don't see why I can't place this at number 1. I don't see it going to anyone else as of right now. But again, I could be wrong, and I want things to surprise me. So that's what I'm going in with. Lily Gladstone for Killers of the Flower Moon. Again, to repeat myself, as long as the film comes out this year, I think she could also be a strong powerhouse performer here. I don't think we know if she's lead or supporting yet. I'm placing her in supporting. It seems like what her character is set for, but if I'm wrong and going to lead actress, yeah, I could see that happening too. Steven Sue for Everything Everywhere All at Once. I think people are starting to come back around with her. For a while, people were really dismissive of her, saying, oh, she wasn't nearly as good as the others. And as I said, yeah, she's definitely not my favorite amongst the film, but I still think she did a really goddamn good job. So I think definitely enough to get a nomination. Laura Dern for The Son. Again, this could also be a very powerful performance. She could be the one that rips your heart out or the one that you fucking hate. That has shown that her being the hateful one in the past for Marriage Story has shown her skills enough to take the win. So is that what we're going to see here? I don't know. You might know if you've read the synopsis. I don't yet, so there you go. And then Griselda Siciliani, I apologize if I mispronounced it, for Bardo. Again, with what I said about Gerardo, I would love to see her get nominated. Again, breaking barriers. People acting different languages, doesn't matter. It's acting. It's acting. We should recognize all that. And then, of course, supporting actor, Ke-Huy Quan, Everything Every All at Once. I want him to win. I want him to win so badly. He has a fucking perfect story. He has this amazing arc, not just in the film, but in life. It would be such an amazing, life story for him to win. I'm rooting for him. He's gotta win. He's my number 1. I don't see anything really dethroning him, but there's other performances on here that I'm really looking forward to. Paul Dano, I think, is most people's number 1 right now for The Fabelmans. He's having a year. He just did The Batman. Great villain there. So, yeah, I think it's a good time for him to get nominated, finally. I'm surprised he hasn't. But in that respect, I think he's in the exact same shoes as Jesse Plemons was last year, where people are like, well, he's never gotten nominated before. Maybe it's time to finally get that push, get his foot through the door so we see more nominations for him in the future. And I think that's what we're going for here. I don't think he'll win it. I don't think, unless the performance completely blows us away, I don't think it'll be enough here. But it is very important. It is a very important move to get your foot through the door. That way the Oscars pay more attention. Robert De Niro for Killers of the Flower Moon, what I've just said. But I want a really good bad guy from Robert De Niro. I think he has the makings of playing an excellent antagonist. I would love to see that here. This is probably the only other performance on here that I could see maybe winning me over and maybe me battling with my inner wants of who I would like to see win. The only thing is Robert's won in the past and Kay's not, so I'd probably still lean more that way. Jesse Plemons for Killers of the Flower Moon. Speaking about first-time nominees, you got his foot in the door last year, so this could be the start of him showing up at the Oscars more. And if he does show up this year, I think that pretty much solidifies what I just said. Your foot's in the door, the Oscars are going to pay more attention. Lastly, Zen McGrath for The Sun. I see this really low on a lot of people's list, but the buzzword behind it is that this is a really goddamn good performance. Let me retract that. It's a role that demands a really good performance. So I'm pretty sure they're getting somebody that can deliver that. And if it's as good of a performance as they want it to be, I don't see why he couldn't get in here. Yeah, I don't see why he couldn't get in. In fact, he could be like the Cody Smith McPhee, where people are like, oh, he's really good, maybe not gonna get in, and then he fucking starts to like win a bunch of the Critics Awards. So I could see that being a road for Zen here. Okay, original screenplay. There's actually quite a bit of stuff that I had to leave off the list for original screenplay, and things that I wanted to include that I just didn't have room for. So obviously Everything Everywhere All at Once. If this is your Best Picture winner, obviously you would want to place it at your number one here. And it's a fucking fantastic script. It's funny, it's moving, great fucking concept. And the way that it explains multiverse theory is so easy to understand. Like other films, you gotta be like a genius to follow some of the plots sometimes. You're like, okay. But this one makes it super easy. And maybe that's why so many people like it, just because it is easy to understand. In the sense of the theory, mind you. Babylon, of course. You could easily shift this around. If Babylon's your number one, why wouldn't it be number one here? Tar, also. This is what Todd Fields is known for. The screenplays, that's where he gets nominated for. Bardo, of course. We've talked plenty about that. And Broker. If Broker is the one that kind of sneaks into the Best Picture, Best Director, probably not, but maybe. I don't see why the screenplay wouldn't come with it there. Adapted screenplay. This one, not as much, honestly. And again, it's because I have double in a couple of these spots here. But again, I'm not ready to go one way or another. So Killers of the Flower Moon, of course, got that one there. The Sun, obviously, I think that one's going to be a contender. Women Talking, She Said. One's going to drop off, one's going to stay, or maybe both stay? I don't know. The Woman King, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Again, I just don't see these being as likely, but I would like one or the other to get in. And then Till. I know Till is one that maybe a lot of people are putting a lot of faith in. There's something in the back of my mind thinking this is going to be a very melodramatic film, that it's just Oscar baity and nothing more, and because of that maybe just falls off. I mean, I hope not. I really hope not. I hope they do justice to the story itself. It's just what I feel in the back of my head. Okay, let's move a little bit faster. Film editing. Everything Everywhere All at Once. It makes sense with all the goddamn editing that probably was needed for that film. Babylon, of course. Fabelmans. Steven Spielberg, why wouldn't get in? Same with Killers of the Flower Moon. Top Gun Maverick. I know a lot of people are really championing this film. I'm not quite on board, but I do think it will be getting some Oscar nominations. You'll see this show up a few times. Editing, definitely. The sky shots, very, very well put together. Production design, easily Babylon. This could be your done deal already for the year. Circle jerk production, we see this with films that do that in the past. I think most recently with, was it Mank? It's either Mank or Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Time is blurring together for me now, but both good examples there. The Fabelmans, Steven Spielberg, as I said. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. I believe this won production design for the first installment, so I could see it being nominated here. Maybe not taking the win, but there's that for you. And then Elvis, Baz Luhrmann loves to do those very grandiose designs and make your eyes sparkle. So this could be one of the definite nominations there. Cinematography, Babylon, if it films old school Hollywood as the old people remember it, as them old timers do, I don't see why they wouldn't want to vote for it. Killers of the Flower Moon, I think that has a potential to have really great cinematography. I mean, it's gonna have it, but I mean something that really blows you away with its setting. Fabelmans, again, Steven, yeah. Bardo, think that one's a pretty good deal as well. And then, of course, Top Gun Maverick, you have the shots from the sky. Especially seeing that shit in theaters, you take notice. So that's another one I think Top Gun will definitely get into. For costume design, we don't have that Cruella this year. Nothing that's like, oh, that's all about the costumes. Why the hell wouldn't you think that? So for now, I think Babylon's a pretty good pick for your number one. Again, old-timey costumes. People fucking love that. The old-timers love it. Killers of the Flower Moon. Yeah, again, it's a timey piece, so you're going to have some very interesting costumes. Fabelmans, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Again, I believe the first one was nominated for this award. I don't remember if it won this one or not, so there's that. So I think it could get nominated here as well. And again, Grandiose Design, Elvis, Baz Luhrmann. I'm repeating myself. Let's move on. Makeup and hairstyling, The Batman. Goddamn fucking Colin Farrell with the penguin makeup. Why the fuck wouldn't you think makeup and hairstyling with that? I think that's very much in the running. The Whale. You guys thought I wasn't going to talk about it whatsoever. I have to admit that if they really disguise Brendan Fraser as this 600 plus pound man, was it? And they really make it convincing. Yeah, I could definitely see a nomination there for it. But that's the only time you'll get to see The Whale on my list. God damn it. Anyways, Babylon seems fair. Elvis seems fair. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Yeah, we'll see. Animated feature film. Strange World is my number one right now. That being said, I don't think there's been a lot of great animation. I think the ones that people were really hyped up about didn't really do as amazing as they wanted to. I think the only animated feature film this year so far that's blown everybody away was the Minions film. And that was on the audience side of things. I think everybody else hated it. So I don't think it's going to get in. But that's the only thing that surprised, if you will. So yeah, fingers crossed for Strange World. Otherwise, I think it's free. I think it's free reign for anybody to take it. Turning Red, that one was pretty good, but I don't know if it's enough to win the Oscar. So we'll see there. Pinocchio, maybe that one might surprise. The Bob's Burger movie, I don't think it'll get in, but I liked it enough that I wanted to give it a mention here. The Sea Beast. Okay, hold on. Gotta go back to a little bit of an interesting story time. Sea Beast came out of fucking nowhere. Like, I saw this on, like, Rotten Tomatoes, or was looking the side. It had, like, fucking 90-something% on there. And I was like, holy shit. Could this be the surprise animated film that wins the Oscar? So, super excited. I sit down, I watch it. Don't see no trailer for it, mind you. I just watched the film. And, like, the first 30, 45 minutes, I think, I'm fucking loving this thing. I'm like, holy shit, this is amazing. The battles, the characters, the animation, everything is on point. And I knew what was going to happen next. I was looking at this movie. I was looking at the creatures and how they were portrayed. I'm like, oh God, please no. This is going to be like How to Train Your Dragon, isn't it? It's going to follow that story. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. And it fucking does. And it's just all downhill from there. It's all fucking downhill from there. And it is so heartbreaking. I wanted this to be so much better than it was. So if you guys watch the movie, just fucking stop after that first giant sea battle. You can like stop at that point, because it's or actually to the point where the main characters get separated. That fucking stop. Fucking stop after that. Perfect movie from there back. So that's what I got for you there. Okay, I said I was gonna move fast, and then I fucking got stuck on animation. International feature film, Bardo. It's Bardo. This is probably gonna be your no-brainer. Again, unless what I said comes to fruition. Broker. That's also, if it is gonna get as pushed as much as it is, I don't see why it wouldn't get in here. RRR from India. I heard that Hollywood really doesn't take Bollywood films into consideration, but this is breaking some barriers. A lot of people really, really liking it. So this could be the one that the Oscars finally pay attention to, but I also feel it could be one of those ones that gets snubbed at the end of the year, so we'll find out. Layla's Brother. Heard that one was pretty good, but honestly, that one and Athena are two that I just heard through the grapevine, but I don't really know too much about. So that's what I got for you on those ones. Documentary feature, I'm kind of in the same boat with. I know a lot of people really have Navalny, I believe that's how you pronounce it, at number one, so I'm really just copying what other people are doing there. Fire of Love does look pretty interesting, so well, I don't know if it has the makings of best documentary. It is one that I am very interested to seeing. Same with Moonage Daydream. This is the David Bowie documentary that looks far out. Not trying to go all hippie on you guys, but that's the word that came to mind, or the phrase that came to mind when I saw the trailer for it. The Janes, I think, especially with Roe v. Wade, this is a very important film, and I'm kind of hesitant to place it on here because when COVID happened, I was assuming that obviously the films about COVID were the ones that are going to be the main central focus, and then none of them freaking got in. So I don't know why. I feel like that might be the same thing that happens here. I hope not, but it's just what's in the back of my mind here for that one. And then Descendant, also a very important one. This one talking about the interviewing, or is it an interview? Oh shit, I forgot. But it's basically looking at the last slaves that came in, the last slave ship, and I believe where the ancestry goes from there. I haven't checked it out yet. This is one that I really do want to see. It sounds very fascinating and interesting. So yeah, keep it on your radar. All right, moving on to the musical categories. We're starting off with sound here. Top Gun Maverick. And really, the only reason it's at number one right now is because I haven't really seen or heard anything else that's blown me away. And that's not to say that Top Gun has blown me away. It seems like the safest bet at this point. Avatar: The Way of Water, probably going to have some very unique sounds in there, so that's probably going to be a contender. The Batman, very interesting sounds, but nothing that we haven't heard before in some way or form, so probably not enough to really push it for the win. All Quiet on the Western Front, war films do typically tend to get in. I really don't know if this is going to be a strong film. I mean, All Quiet on the Western Front won Best Picture, like the third, fourth Oscar, something like that. So I always think of that. But I don't think it's going to match that film whatsoever. But it's a war film, so I have it here. But my lack of enthusiasm is what's keeping me from placing it in other categories. And then Everything Everywhere All at Once. Again, not the most unique sounds. Some interesting ones, but I don't know. Seems like something that'll make it in. Original score. Truthfully, a lot of these I'm just placing because of name recognition alone, except for Michael Giacchino, and I apologize if I mispronounced it, for the Batman. Very, very good theme with that one. Just that bum, 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 bum. Makes great trailer fodder. If you're watching the movie, it sucks you in. You get pumped up. So, yeah, there's that one. John Williams for The Fabelmans. That seems like a safe bet. Alexander Desplat for Pinocchio. This is the Guillermo del Toro one, not the stupid Disney one. Hans Zimmer for Top Gun Maverick. I don't know about that one, but it's Hans, so we'll see. And then Thomas Newman for Empire of Light. Again, I don't know. I got to hear some of these before I really make a full-on decision. But original song, also one that I and many other people don't know. And that's not to say we don't know certain songs that are coming out, or ones that have already come out. It's just none of them so far have really felt like Oscar contenders. I mean, you have Hold My Hand from Top Gun Maverick. This is Lady Gaga, so of course she's almost always in the conversation. Nobody Like You for Turning Red. I know it has a bunch of other songs, but this is really the one that stuck out to me. Billie Eilish just came off her win, so why wouldn't you think that? Not Two for RRR, though if I'm being absolutely serious, I think it's more of an entertaining watch than it is to just pop the song on. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's kind of what I think about that one. Carolina for Where the Crawdads Sing. This is Taylor Swift. And as is typical fashion, Taylor Swift is in the early conversation and then just fucking falls off by the end. Poor Taylor will probably never get nominated at the Oscars. And truthfully, this isn't one of her best. It's fine. It's fine. It's just not one of her best. And then on a personal note, Lucky Ducks from the Bob's Burger movie. I really like this song, but I don't think it's an Oscar contender. I don't think it's gonna get in, but hey, it'd be cool if it did. All right, I'm starting to bore myself. Let's finish these off. Visual effects. Avatar, The Way of Water. Seems like a no-brainer. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Everything Everywhere All at Once. Doctor Strange and the Multitude of Madness. Multiverse of Madness. The fuck am I talking about? That one does have a lot of interesting little moments. I mean, there's some fucking terrible special effects in that one, but then there's also really cool ones. I'm thinking of like the music fight. That was really interesting. It was unique. It was new. One of the best parts of the film. And then Pinocchio. This one is the Disney one. Depending on what they do, it could be impressive in that aspect. Maybe we'll see. Last of all, the shorts. Everybody always fucking ignores these categories. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna give you my best shot at what I think is gonna get nominated, but as last year and the year prior now proved, I'm not always the best at these. Animated shorts. Laika and Nemu. This is about an astronaut in their spacesuit meeting up with a submarine diver in their spacesuit, and this one is really just based on animation alone. Run, Toti, Run. The description reads, a tale about a boy and his dog. Again, just going off of animation. Florian sounds very interesting, about a boy who escapes his abusive father, lives in the wild, and then comes back to the city life. So there's that. The End and Love Mom are two that I really don't think are going to get in. I think they're only like 2 minutes each. The End, though, does sound very interesting, where princess, her knight gets beheaded, and then she has to, I think, get revenge, or she does something to get her happily ever after, is how the synopsis words it. So that sounds interesting. So there you go. I don't think those last two are going to get in, though, so I just thought I'd mention them then. Documentary short, we have The Dream Life of Georgia Stone. This actually, I believe, takes place over 19 years, if I remember correctly. Follows the titular Georgia, who is a transgender kid in Australia who is fighting for the rights and the law, and how they changed that aspect of it. So very important, very hot topic issue, very important one to see, I think. The Martha Mitchell Effect, I believe you can see this on Netflix right now. This is about Martha, who actually tried to speak about Watergate and what she knew about it, and then fucking Nixon and his cronies try to gaslight her into silence. So, God, that one sounds like it's gonna piss me off. Tragedy on Highway 74 sounds interesting. I don't know too much about it other than it's a community that came together to, I don't know, it's either take law into their own hands or report law, something like that, but it leads to somebody dying. Just the synopsis sounded interesting on that one. Long Line of Ladies. This is about a tribe in Northern California that's actually beginning a ritual of some sort, or some sort of coming of age ritual that hasn't been done in a while. So just kind of following the tribe and what the ritual is. And then The Biggest Little Farm, The Return. If you guys remember a few years back, The Biggest Little Farm was possibly an Oscar contender and didn't make it in, if I remember correctly. So now they're trying again, just in short format. And as far as I could find out, I think it's just the same story, just in, again, shorter format. But I don't know, I could be wrong about that. Just the synopsis reads exactly the same as the main film. Lastly of all, live action shorts. I really don't know shit about any of these. This is always my weakest subject. Funeral, about a kid who's helping his father with his father's funeral, and kind of how the father wants to honor the memory, and the son really isn't too keen on the idea, whatever that may be. Shell Shocked, this guy who has PTSD and has found no cure, comes across this drug that helps him. Soft Launch. The synopsis for this one is a girl who confronts her boyfriend when the boyfriend makes it known to everyone that they're dating without her permission. Kind of a big question mark there. I'm interested to know what that story's about. Killing Time, I don't remember. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Yeah, Killing Time. Go check it out. The Hellish Family, though, I really wanted to talk about this one. The Hellish Family is, it sounds like it's a comedy. So it's Spain. It's about a priest, a cowardly priest, as the synopsis puts it, who is trying to perform an exorcism on this kid whose life has changed for the better since being possessed. So that sounds awesome. I don't know if that'll get in, but I thought I would mention it. So I know. That's all I got for you guys for today. So let me know what you guys think, what your predictions are. I had a shit ton to talk about. There is TIFF coming in early September, and it's probably going to come out after my predictions since I always typically do the first Friday of the month. So I probably won't be able to put any of those in that predictions video, but, you know, I'll do my best at foreshadowing what might do good. And yeah, there is a lot of shit premiering at TIFF, like a lot of big ones. As I said, The Fabelmans is going to be there. I'm losing all of the other ones now. Shit. Fabelmans. You'll have Broker back over there, I believe. You'll have The Whale, so we'll finally know if The Whale is an actual Oscar contender or if people are going to come out saying, no, it fucking sucks. Can't wait for that one. There's actually a lot of movies that are going to be over there. Women Talking is going to be there, so we'll know soon enough on that one as well. The Woman King, I believe, is set to be there. The Sun, I believe The Sun's going to make its premiere over there as well. Yeah, a shit ton of stuff is going to show up. Tar, I believe Tar is another one. Empire of Light. And I know there's a bunch more that I'm missing. It's fucking stacked this year. God, I wish I was going to TIFF this year. But yeah, so very exciting time. Very exciting. So next month, definitely going to have a lot to predict. And then the following month after that is really when shit's going to start getting crazy. So that's all from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Again, let me know what you thought in the comments below. Like always, stay safe out there and have a good one.